Welcome to the NBC 24 Academic Challenge. Here's your host, Norm Bennett.
And welcome in, everyone, to tonight's Academic Challenge. We thank you so much for being with us here tonight. The two teams in competition, the team to my right from Bowling Green High School, we welcome them back to this year's competition. The team to my left from Patrick Henry, we welcome them in as well. And we thank you at home for being with us here for tonight's competition. Before we get started, we'll take a quick second to explain the rules to those of you at home as to how round one will be played.
In our buzz-in round, teams can buzz in when they think they know the answer. Each team will be awarded 10 points for every correct answer. If a team answers incorrectly, they will be deducted 10 points.
All right, so now you at home know how to play the first round. Try and play along and keep up with these bright minds that are surrounding me here tonight. 3 minutes on the clock for the first round. It is the buzz-in round, buzzers in hand. Here we go with question number 1. The first America's Cup race took place in the English Channel. Subsequent races have been held in open oceans. Which ocean has never seen an America's Cup race? Bowling Green. Indian is incorrect. It was the Arctic Ocean would have been a correct answer. Would have been a little chilly. Next question. Where might you see a tutu? In a ballet, in a South African prison? Patrick Henry.
In a ballet.
In a ballet is the correct answer. Next question. Until 1993, tin was the heaviest element found in interstellar gas. Then the Hubble Space Telescope discovered elements number 81 and 82 between the stars. Name these elements whose symbols are TL and PB, respectively. Bowling Green.
Tellurium and lead.
Tellurium and lead, respectively, is the correct answer. We move on to the next question. Which of these nations is not found in Africa? Sikkim, Senegal, Dahomey, Togo, or Burkina Faso? Neither team with a try. It would be Sikkim would have been the correct answer. Its Art Deco features include heroic allegorical statues of Atlas and Prometheus, the latter above its famed skating rink. Name this New York City center. Bowling Green.
Rockefeller Plaza.
Rockefeller Plaza or Center is the correct answer. Next question. The first one was destroyed in 586 BC. The second one in AD 70. According to the tradition, the completion of the third one will herald the age of the Messiah. What structure are we talking about? Patrick Henry.
The temple at Jerusalem.
The temple at Jerusalem is the correct answer. Next one. How do you spell innuendo? Patrick Henry.
INUENDO.
That is an incorrect spelling. We needed a second N at the beginning, so the question is incorrect. We move on. When it entered the Union in 1803, it was the first state in which slavery was banned from the beginning. Name this state carved out of the Northwest Territory. Bowling Green.
Ohio.
Ohio is the correct answer. A cord, a bushel, and a peck are all volume, or correction, I just gave you the answer. We'll have to move to the next question. They're all units of volume. We'll move on. Translated to English, this Japanese word means empty hand. Give me the word, and you'll have the name of one of the martial arts. Bowling Green.
Karate.
Karate is the correct answer. It is a machination. Is a machination, a robot, a battleship, a church tower, a drug, or a crafty action? Machination. Bowling Green.
Crafty action.
A crafty action is the correct answer. And we move on from which, no, maybe we won't move on. We're out of time there in round number 1. Bowling Green now with 40 points. Patrick Henry with 10. Still very close here in the beginning stages of tonight's academic challenge. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, you get to meet everyone here personally, and we will press on with our volleyball round. So stay with us.
I'm Sean Layden. I'm a senior.
Andrew Cotton, senior.
Skylar Hayes, senior.
Haley Clifford, senior.
I am Christopher Brickner. I am a junior.
Nick Chalk, sophomore.
Sarah Avery, sophomore.
Dawson Waller, freshman.
I am Benjamin Black, and I'm a senior.
Kristen Bishop, I'm a senior.
Erica Binger, I'm a senior.
Betsy Keaty, I'm a senior.
Michaela Babcock, junior.
Joshua Hathaway, sophomore.
In our volleyball round, the low point total team goes first. 10 points will be awarded for every question answered correctly. If a team answers incorrectly, the opposing team gets a chance to steal the question. And if they are correct, they get the following question. Questions will bounce back and forth until the round is complete.
So now that you've met all of the players and you know how we're going to play our volleyball round, we'll get things started. We're going to have 3 minutes on the clock. We will be starting with the team from Patrick Henry. You guys get the first question. From which country did Mexico gain independence in 1821?
Spain.
Spain is the correct answer. Over to Bowling Green. This question for you. Give me the Spanish word for the public square, the center of a town's life.
Plaza.
Plaza is the correct answer. Back to Patrick Henry. After the overthrow of the Titans, which god was awarded the heavens and shared dominion over the earth with his brothers? Zeus is the correct answer. Bowling Green for you. When the freezing point of seawater increases, it is the effect upon the salt content. What is the effect upon the salt content?
Decrease.
Decrease is incorrect. Patrick Henry, a chance at the question.
Could you repeat the question?
When the freezing point of seawater increases, what is the effect upon the salt content?
It increases.
It increases. That is the correct answer. We stay with Patrick Henry. This three-letter term names the intermediate state between a sol and a suppression. What is the word? A suspension, I should say. A sol and a suspension. Time up on that one. Bowling Green, a try.
Could you repeat the question?
Three-letter term that names the intermediate state between a sol and a suspension.
Gas.
Gas is incorrect. It is a gel would be the correct answer. We stay with Bowling Green. Which state has the most acres of farmland, more than twice as much as number 2 Montana?
California.
California, incorrect. Patrick Henry, a try.
Georgia.
Georgia, incorrect. It is Texas would have been the correct answer. We stay with Patrick Henry. In 1869, after his first perfectly operated patented invention was never purchased, this inventor decided to follow a simple rule. First, be sure the thing is wanted or needed, then go ahead. Name the inventor of the unwanted electric vote counter made for the U.S. House of Representatives.
George Westinghouse.
Westinghouse, incorrect. Bowling Green, a try.
Edison.
Edison would be the correct answer. We stay with Bowling Green. Solve for x. 3 times the absolute value of x equals 6.
X equals 2 or negative 2.
2 or negative 2 is correct. Back to Patrick Henry. The Bill of Rights was signed by the Speaker of the House and by the President of the Senate. Who was the President of the Senate?
John Hancock.
John Hancock, incorrect. Bowling Green, a try. Time is up on the question. You had the John part right. It was John Adams would have been the correct answer. Now complete with 2 rounds of competition. Bowling Green with a 30-point lead. We are now at 70-40 to Patrick Henry. We take a break. We're halfway through the game. When we come back, we're going to play our lightning round. So make sure you stay with us.
Welcome back to NBC 24's Academic Challenge. In our lightning round, the low point total team gets to go first and will be awarded 10 points for every correct answer. There are 0 deductions for incorrect answers, so guessing is encouraged. Each team can pass on a question, but will have to wait for it to be read in its entirety. Each team has 3 minutes to get in as many questions as they can in our lightning round.
And hey, welcome back everyone to tonight's Academic Challenge with our teams from Patrick Henry and Bowling Green. During the break there and right before I showed up, the big announcer guy read all the rules to you as to how we'll play the lightning round. So you know that Patrick Henry is going to go first. We give them 3 minutes on the clock to get in as many questions as they can. 3-minute clock will start as I read this first question. Thoreau chose going to jail rather than supporting which contemporary war by paying the poll tax?
Pass.
Pass. It was the Mexican War. Patrick Henry's famous 1765 speech in Williamsburg denounced which act?
Pass.
Pass. That would have been the Stamp Act. Why were the priests angry that Jesus healed a lame man?
It was on the Sabbath day?
It was on the Sabbath day. That is correct. Any bridge player who cannot bid must do what?
Fold.
Pass was the first answer I heard, and that is correct. In which country were fireworks invented?
Could you repeat the question?
In which country were fireworks invented?
China.
China is the correct answer. In a Shakespearean poem, Adonis rejects which goddess?
Pass.
Pass. We were looking for Venus. A pulsar is a neutron star that is doing what?
Dying.
Pulsing or dying, incorrect. It is rotating is technically the correct answer. The headwaters of these rivers are in what mountain range? The Danube, the Rhone, and the Rhine.
The Alps.
The Alps is correct. Name the 1976 novel that traced the history of a black American family to its early African origins.
Roots.
Roots is the correct answer. The ancient Greek Thucydides said that what repeats itself?
History.
History is correct. What class of number includes an imaginary number and a real part?
Pass.
Pass. Looking for a complex number. Einstein's theory tells us that as the speed of light is approached, what happens to time?
It slows down.
It slows down is correct. A typical orchestra is arranged with the instruments in what section closest to the conductor?
Strings.
Strings is correct. Columbus's first voyage to the New World ended in what year?
Pass.
Pass. It was 1493. Which whale actually belongs to the dolphin family? A sperm whale, a gray whale, a killer whale, a beluga, or a narwhal?
A killer whale.
Killer whale is correct. India is separated from Afghanistan by what country?
Pakistan.
Pakistan is correct. Which continent has the largest land area within the tropics?
Africa.
Africa is correct. What rotation is needed to turn from southeast to northeast in a counterclockwise direction?
90 degrees.
90 degrees is correct. Name the only person to ever have a Dewey Decimal number dedicated to him. And not enough time for the answer. Won't be worth any points, but can you guess who it was? Einstein. Incorrect. It was William Shakespeare would have been a correct answer. William Shakespeare would have been correct. Bowling Green, same deal for you. We're generous. We give you 3 minutes to crank out as many answers as you can. So we're going to start that 3-minute clock as we read you your first question. What West African nation's name means Lion Mountain?
Senegal.
Senegal, incorrect. It is Sierra Leone. What kind of flag tapers to a point at one end and is often associated with sports teams?
Pennant.
Pennant is correct. What biome covers just 6% of the Earth's surface but contains half of the world's species?
Rainforest.
Rainforest is correct. Odysseus Elatus, a poet from this country, won the 1979 Nobel Prize for Literature.
Greece.
Greece is correct. What national park has the largest elk population in America?
Yosemite.
Yosemite is incorrect. It is Yellowstone. What verb means to wrench an ankle without fracture?
Sprain.
Sprain is correct. The Battle of the Coral Sea took place during which war?
World War II.
World War II is correct. What peninsula has long been the land bridge between Africa and Asia?
The Sinai Peninsula.
The Sinai is correct. Preceding leader, it makes you head of a gang of thugs, therefore master, head of a gang or a circus act. Ring is correct. The future tense is formed by using either of what two auxiliary verbs?
Will.
Will is, yes, will is correct. The other would be shall. Who was excluded from election to the Hall of Fame by a ruling in 1991 prohibiting any player who has been banned from professional baseball?
Pass.
Pass. Looking for Pete Rose would have been correct. Approximately 2/3 of the native tropical rainforest in which U.S. state has been destroyed to make way for plantations, ranches, and housing?
Florida.
Florida, incorrect. It was Hawaii would have been correct. The whelk, a marine gastropod, has a shell of what shape?
Spiral.
Spiral is correct. These words all come from what language? Drama, theater, comedy, tragedy, chorus, and orchestra.
Greek.
Greek is correct. What is the 5-letter name for the region referred to in these song lyrics? Old times there are not forgotten.
Pass.
Pass. Looking for Dixie or South would have been correct. What P word means the standard or set of rules that two computers use to communicate with each other?
Program.
Program, incorrect. It is a protocol would be the correct answer. Finland, Poland, and the former Czechoslovakia were formed as a result of treaties associated with which war?
World War I.
World War I is the correct answer. Who requested the body of Jesus and buried it?
Mary.
Mary, incorrect. It was Joseph of Arimathea would have been a correct answer. So still pretty close here as we have gone through now our lightning round questions. 180 for the team from Bowling Green, 160 now for the team from Patrick Henry. So we're close going into our final challenge. We're going to take a break, find out who moves on right after this.
Welcome back to NBC 24's Academic Challenge. The teams have made it to the final challenge. This is a buzz-in round, and each question will stop being read once a team buzzes in. Each team will be awarded 10 points for every correctly answered question. When answered incorrectly, the opposing team gets to hear the question in its entirety and has a chance to steal. The only thing separating these teams from victory and defeat is our final challenge.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to tonight's academic challenge between Bowling Green and Patrick Henry. Just one round left to play, and that is our final challenge. As you saw there in the rules, we've got 4 minutes on the clock. Teams have their buzzers in hand. We'll get that clock started here as I read our first question. Relations between the nations of France and the United States are referred to as Franco-American relations. What is the synonymous term for relations between China and the United States? Bowling Green.
Sino-American.
Sino-American is correct. What country issues the Order of Pius for personal merit? Patrick Henry.
Italy.
Italy is incorrect. Bowling Green, a guess?
The Vatican?
The Vatican is actually the correct answer. Vatican City is correct. We move on to the next question. Finish this Sir James Dewar quotation. Minds are like parachutes. They only function Patrick Henry.
When open.
When open is the correct answer. Next one. What was an Apache probably making when he was using the techniques of percussion flaking and pressure flaking? Bowling Green.
Arrowheads.
Arrowheads is correct. Mark Twain once wrote, "We have a system which is superior to any other in the world, and its efficiency is only marred by the difficulty of finding 12 everyday men." Bowling Green.
Jury system.
Jury system is the correct answer. Of horns, hooves, hair, feathers, and teeth. Bowling Green.
Keratin.
Keratin is incorrect. I'll finish the question for Patrick Henry. Of horns, hooves, hair, feathers, and teeth, evolutionary adaptations of epidermis include all of these except which one?
Horns.
Horns is incorrect. It is actually teeth would have been the correct answer. We move to the next question. Which horse breed is named for an area around Scotland's most important river? Patrick Henry.
Arabian.
Arabian incorrect. Bowling Green a try.
Clydesdales.
Clydesdale is the correct answer, and we move to our next question. What feminine first name was shared by the daughter of Lorenzo de' Medici, the first wife of Henry VIII, and the German-born Empress of Russia? Bowling Green.
Catherine.
Catherine is correct. Next question. What piece of protective equipment is always involved in the football infraction called spearing? Bowling Green.
The helmet.
The helmet is the correct answer. Next one. Sound travels through a certain medium at 300 meters per second. Bowling Green.
Water.
Water is incorrect. I'll finish the question for Patrick Henry. Sound travels through a certain medium at 300 meters per second. What is the frequency expressed in hertz of a wave traveling through this medium with a wavelength of 1.5 meters?
450.
450, incorrect. It would be 200 would be the correct answer. We'll move to our next question. First exposed by a Lebanese periodical, it was Ronald Reagan's personal frustration at his inability to free Patrick Henry.
The Watergate scandal.
Watergate scandal, incorrect. I'll finish it for Bowling Green. It was Ronald Reagan's personal frustration at his ability to free Americans who had been kidnapped by terrorists in Beirut. The gross overcharging for arms by middlemen resulted in these profits being partially used to fund the anti-Sandinista rebels in Nicaragua.
Iran-Contra.
Iran-Contra is correct. Long way to get there, but we got it. Its three basic types are HLA, B, and DR, but the differences within each type are so crucial that virtually no one except a close relative can donate it. What is this transplantable tissue used to fight leukemia? Bowling Green.
Kidney.
Kidney, incorrect. Patrick Henry, a try.
Bone marrow.
Bone marrow is the correct answer. Not enough time to go on to our next question. The round now complete, therefore the game is complete. Bowling Green is victorious in this tonight's academic challenge. We congratulate Patrick Henry for a nice season so far. They did make it past their first game, so congratulations to you guys for making it this far. Bowling Green will be moving on, and we hope that you'll be moving back to see us next Saturday night as we head back to our next game in our academic challenge. I'm Chief Meteorologist Norm Van Ness for NBC 24, all of our production crew, all of the folks here at the station. We thank you very much for watching tonight's academic challenge. We'll see you next week.
For watching Academic Challenge. Be sure to check out the schedule and more at NBC24.com and find us on Facebook at Facebook.com/Academic Challenge. Here's a look at some of the upcoming matchups. Thanks for watching Academic Challenge.